Hello investors and welcome back to the Equitymaster channel. I'm Mitali Dhoke, research analyst here to simplify mutual fund investing and guide you on a smarter wealth creation journey. Now let me ask you a simple question. If someone gave you rupees 50 lakh today, what would you do with it? Most people watching this video may have an answer like let's do a FD because that's what we have heard since our childhood. FD is like a safety net. It gives peace of mind, less risky than equity markets. But here's the real question. Is FD actually helping you build a monthly income that will survive the next 20 years? Or is it just making you feel secure while quietly losing value? Now imagine this scenario. You're 35 years old. You have worked hard, saved well, maybe sold a property or received a big bonus. You don't want to gamble this money, but you also don't want it to sit idle. You want a clean, predictable monthly income. Not for 1 year, not for 2 years, but for the long run. Because life is getting expensive and it's not slowing down in 2026. So let's talk about two options, FD and SWP. Let's look at them honestly and not emotionally. Let's start with FD because that's where most people are already parked. You put your lump sum in the bank and the bank promises you a fixed interest. Simple, comfortable, no app checking, no market tension. In 2026, let's assume you get around 6.5% interest. If you have invested rupees 50 lakh, you earn about rupees 27,000 per month as an interest. On paper, that looks decent. For many people, that's like a second salary. And this is exactly where people stop thinking. They see the monthly credit and feel successful. But pause the video in your head for a second. That rupees 27,000, is it really yours? Or is it pre-tax? Because the moment tax enters the picture, the FD story changes completely. If you are in the 30% tax slab, which most 30 to 40-year-olds with decent income are, nearly one-third of that income disappears. Suddenly your rupees 27,000 becomes less than rupees 19,000. And here's the uncomfortable question. Would you still be excited if I told you your secure FD is actually paying you now rupees 19,000 per month? Now think one step further. Inflation. Nobody feels inflation daily, but everyone feels it over time. School fees, rents, groceries, travel, everything is more expensive than it was 5 years ago. And 5 years from now, it will be even worse. Your FD income does not increase with inflation. It stays the same or worse. It falls if the interest rates drop. So the lifestyle you can afford today with FD income slowly starts shrinking. And most people don't even realize this is happening until it's too late. Now let me introduce you to SWP. And before you think mutual fund is risky, just stay with me for 2 minutes. SWP stands for Systematic Withdrawal Plan. It's not a new product, it's not a trick, it's simply a smarter way of using mutual funds to create monthly income. Instead of earning interest like FD, you invest your lump sum in a mutual fund and withdraw a fixed amount every month. The rest of your money stays invested and continues to grow. Now here's where things get interesting. Suppose you invest the same rupees 50 lakh in a conservative hybrid or debt mutual fund, not an aggressive equity fund, something designed for stability. Let's assume a reasonable 8% return in 2026. You start a monthly SWP of rupees 30,000 every month. Money comes into your account just like FD. The difference? Your remaining money is still working for you. Here's the part most people don't know. In SWP, you are not paying tax on the full interest withdrawal, you're paying only on the gains, the profit portion, which means your effective tax is much lower as compared to FDs. So while FD shows you a higher number on paper and then cuts it down with tax, SWP quietly puts more money in your hand and over time this difference becomes massive. Now let me ask you something. Would you rather have a system where your money keeps working in the background while you enjoy monthly income, or a system where your money is locked, taxed heavily and slowly losing purchasing power? Because that's the real FD versus SWP debate. It's not security versus risk, it's stagnation versus sustainability. Another powerful advantage of SWP is flexibility. Life is not fixed. Expenses change, income change, priorities change. With SWP, you can increase or decrease your monthly withdrawal whenever you want. You may not be able to do that with an FD without breaking it or paying penalties. Now let's talk about fear. Because I know what some of you are thinking. What if the market corrects? Fair question. But remember this, SWP is usually done in funds that are designed to reduce volatility. Also, because withdrawals happen every month, market ups and downs average out over time. In fact, many people who retired early or achieved financial independence use SWP as their monthly salary replacement. Not because it's risky, but because it's efficient. If you are 30 to 40 years old, your biggest advantage is time. You don't need money tomorrow, you need money that lasts. FD gives certainty, but certainty without growth is dangerous in the long run. SWP gives controlled growth with income. That's a big difference. One helps you survive, the other helps you stay comfortable. Let me flip the question again. If you had rupees 1 crore instead of rupees 50 lakh, would your thinking change? Now let's be clear, this is not about FD versus mutual funds. This is about using the right tool for the right goal. FDs are great for emergency funds, short-term needs or mental peace money. But for long-term monthly income, especially in 2026 and beyond, FD alone is not enough. So here's my honest verdict. If you are in your 30s, earning well, paying high taxes and sitting on a lump sum, SWP is not an advanced strategy, it's a basic one that many people are late to adopt. Before you exit this video, answer this in the comments. If you had a lump sum today, would you choose guaranteed but shrinking income or flexible income with growth? Type FD or SWP and let's see how many people are ready to upgrade their thinking. So if you found this comparison between FD and SWP useful, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps us know you want more practical investing tips. And hey, if you know someone who's planning monthly income from a lump sum, share this video with them. Trust me, they'll thank you later. Signing off for now, invest wisely, happy investing.